And the government apologizes for the lapses in handling the fatal child abuse case of Megan Khung, vowing more resources and to improve processes for child protection. The police officers who handled the Megan Khung case made mistakes as they were, I quote, under pressure and failed to follow procedures. Minister of State for Home Affairs Goh Pei Ming told MPs that this was a serious breach and resulted in a tragic outcome.
The demands on our police officers continue to increase. They often have to make difficult judgment calls every day in the course of their duties. When under pressure, mistakes can happen. The police will learn from this and reinforce procedures and training for its officers.
Mr. Goh said both officers were investigated for a neglect of duty and were disciplined internally. The investigation officer subsequently resigned. Her supervisor was fined. Mr. Goh says internal controls are in place to ensure such cases are followed up promptly, and the police have continued to strengthen these processes and systems.
To strengthen IO's efficiency and supervisory capabilities, the police have also harnessed technology for the review of cases. They have implemented technological solutions to trigger automatic notifications to IOs and their supervisors to complete time-sensitive investigations promptly.
The government has said sorry to the social service agencies involved in the Megan Khung case. That's after its initial statement in April was perceived to have blamed them for the lapses. Responding to MPs' questions on the collective ownership and accountability in child protection, Minister Desmond Lee said there was no intention to point fingers.
And so, to the extent that there was a misunderstanding, that there was finger pointing, we have apologized to the relevant agencies, including Beyond Social Services, for the misunderstanding that had occurred. It was not the intention, but if that was perceived, we have apologized as well.
Choa Chu Kang GRC MP Zulkarnain Abdul Rahim suggested the introduction of independent oversight bodies to allow a clear separation between report monitoring and service delivery.
In terms of follow-up, we will work closely with the sector, consult them, and implement them by the end of next year. And whether it's a comparative study of overseas jurisdictions or engaging our sector to better strengthen our system, which we have been doing and will continue to do, all that will be taken on board.
There were concerns too about the heavy caseloads facing child protection officers. Mr. Lee reported that the number of officers had doubled to 90 since 2019, and each officer handles an average of 35 cases.
On supply of social work professionals, is there a whole-of-government approach to increase the supply of social work professionals, be it through incentives or making the profession something more attractive to individuals to consider?
SUSS, which recently launched its social work and social development faculty, has a specific concentration or specialization, so-called, in their undergraduate course on protection. So we want to work with SUSS and our IHLs to continue to train caring Singaporeans who want to come into this work of protecting vulnerable people.
Bishan Toa Payoh GRC MP Elisa Chen also asked how success will be measured at the new Social Service Coordination Centre.
The Social Service Coordination Centre and the use of technology, these should augment the work of the Child Protection Network. But in and of itself will not be a silver bullet. Let's look at the overall cohesiveness of the sector, the ability to coordinate the work more effectively, the ability to identify earlier high-risk cases and to intervene.
Social service agencies say new measures on child protection by the government are a step forward in addressing needs on the ground, such as establishing clearer roles between different players in the sector. They also welcome the increased development opportunities and well-being initiatives that a new fund will bring. Chloe Teo with more.
Okay, so just now. For these frontline workers, every day is a balance between empathy and enforcement. It's both a calling and a challenge. But they are now looking forward to new measures by the Social and Family Development Ministry, which aim to ease pressures on the front lines. In particular, clarity on who does what.
The role clarity between the Child Protection Case Management Agency versus the rest of the agency will ensure that there is timely as well as the appropriate level of intervention to the families that are in need of protection. But beyond role clarity, I think all agencies will need to work closely together to share information and so that all bases are covered in managing child protection cases.
For another social service agency, the new Care Fund for practitioners will be a boost to the training needs of its staff.
Cases are getting more and more complex, trends are changing, there may be new forms of violence coming on board. The better skilled the social workers are, the better the assessments and the more accurate the assessments can be made, which involves right citing of the case.
He adds that the value in these development opportunities extends beyond just learning. It also provides a window for practitioners to recharge. The centre says beyond tighter protocols, prevention begins in the community through programs like parenting and marriage workshops. It adds that seeking help shouldn't be seen as failure, but as strength and courage.